Hello everyone and welcome back to the Just Vanilla server. Your friend Nieblue here. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. It has been a very long 2 weeks. Can you believe it or not? It has been 2 weeks since I've done a recording on my channel, and I do apologize to my viewers, but it has been a long 2 weeks. I believe it's been 2 weeks. If it hadn't, correct me. But between birthday parties, I have a niece who turned 1 year old, and we went down to the condo in Houston and spent the weekend down there to celebrate her 1 year birthday, and end of the year taxes for our company. So my goodness, if that doesn't give anybody a headache, I don't know what will. But here we are. I woke up this morning and I was refreshed, ready to go. I told my wife, I said, honey, I've got this great idea for this middle section of my base on the server, and I got to get on there and I've got to do a recording. I've got to give something to my viewers. I've made them wait too long. And she just looked at me and said, honey, whatever you got to do, get it done. So here we are. Let's get turned around here. Look at that. Got some signs from Tyson Burns here. Just wanted to say hi. Didn't know we were neighbors. Welcome to the neighborhood. I didn't know we were neighbors either, Mr. Tyson Burns. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Maybe at some point in time I can get by your base and do a little recording, show off your base on here. He's one of our viewers and subscribers on my channel. So thank you. If you need any help or just want to come by and hang out, you're more than welcome to. So my base is open to everybody. I know I'm not usually running around to the community areas. I've been doing a lot of work out here, but everybody's definitely welcome to come over and hang out, just say hi and whatever you want to do. So my plan for this area is going to be interesting, but first I got some other news to go over first. If you can see over there in the distance, I do have a beacon now. About 3 days ago I got online, I tried playing, I had some really bad internet connection, but I was going to do a recording of me fighting the Wither. I was doing it the cheaty way because I really needed that beacon, and I got online, started doing it all, recording it all. Normally what I do while I'm recording is I'll go back and I'll check it, make sure everything turned out all right, and make sure that it doesn't need to be re-edited or anything like that. Unfortunately, when you fight the Wither, there's only one time you get to fight it unless you got 3 more skulls, and unfortunately I don't have 3 more skulls. So when I went back and reviewed the video turned out really grainy and very pixelated, so I kind of had to trash all that video, and it was heartbroken. I really wanted to show that to my viewers, even though y'all probably already seen the Wither fight the cheaty way a million times. So maybe later on in the future I can get 3 more skulls, we can do that again, and we can do it the correct way. And I have fixed the issue with my video recording. What it was after my last episode, I was setting up my channel so I could start doing some streaming. Obviously my 25 to 30 minute episodes, I can't do a whole lot in them. I can't get a bunch accomplished, and I wanted to change that up a little bit and start doing some streaming because I can stream for a longer period of time. It seems a little more interesting because y'all can talk to me while I'm doing it. And unfortunately, because of my internet connection, which is extremely horrible, you know, I'm on my mobile hotspot, which is faster than my Dish Network internet. It allows me to play, but when it comes to streaming, I actually had to turn the video bitrate down extremely low, and it worked fine as far as streaming is concerned. But when you go to start recording, I hadn't readjusted those the video bit rates, and so it turned out really bad. So like I said, I had to scrap all that recording that I did. But we are back, and I'm recording now. So let me give you my ideas. Then I've got some resource gathering that I need to do. So this center section, as you know, is a square. I am going to continue with the design as far as what we have going on in our base. I am going to put a circular dome right here on the top, which will be level with the sea level right here. So it'll go right the way up the top. We'll probably end up leaving the nether portal there because it'll get encased in the dome. It is going to be a very massive dome, so that means a lot of glass. Thank you for King Reptar building me that smelter, because it's definitely going to come in handy here pretty quick. So we're going to do a dome. Now a dome on a square is not going to fit perfectly. If you don't know your shapes, a circular is not the same as a square. Yeah, so anyways, what's going to end up happening is these corners are going to be left open, and unfortunately you can't just let water spill over in these areas. This area is for guardians. If any water gets into this area, guardians will spawn in that water, and I can't do that. In order for this guardian farm to continue to work efficiently, there cannot be any water in this square. So what my plan is I'm going to start from the bottom there, and we're going to build either stone, brick, wood. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to design it, but it is going to look dang good, because I woke up with this idea, and this idea is going to be amazing. I think I'm picturing it in my head, and I'm hoping it's going to turn out the way I'm picturing it in my head. But we're going to do stone brick. It's going to start at a point down here, and it's going to come up at an archway, and it's going to meet at the end of the dome circle as it goes around, and it's going to do the same thing on this end. So basically we're going to come up off the corner, and we're going to meet up with the edge of the circle. It's going to be solid going all the way down as far as that's concerned behind the arch. And then from sea level up, what we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite. We're going to start big on this end, and we're going to go to a point at the top of the dome, and that is going to be done in blue stained glass. So on each corner of the dome going up to the center of the dome, you're going to have kind of what looks like four claws holding the dome together. I think it's going to look really neat. We'll see how it turns out, and obviously I definitely want to hear comments on it. I have no idea what that is, but that is crazy. I don't know if anybody else heard that noise. I have no idea what that was, but that was insane. Wow. I'm glad I got that on recording. Apparently I wasn't the only one heard it. Has made the advancement, free the end. I guess oh yeah, the dragon's down. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I don't know. Anyways, so that's the plan, ladies and gentlemen. I do have to come up with some resources. Obviously, like I mentioned, it's going to take a lot of glass. We may not get this done over this episode. It may take several episodes, so I'll try to keep it as interesting as possible with everybody, and we're going to go from there. So if y'all will hang tight, I'm going to collect some resources, and I will be right back. Look at me, Ma. I'm on top of the world. Welcome back, everybody. Man, it looks like I am on top of the world where I'm at right now. What a sight. What a sight. Okay, so let's look down here. And this is our base for our dome. So as you can see, it just goes right the way around. Now, the reason why the edges right there carry over onto the other side of the sand wall is because that is actually going to be glass, where the pillars do not block off the water. There's going to be glass, so when you're down there on the different levels of the main area, you'll be able to look out into the ocean, which I've talked about many times as far as having a base underwater. The whole point of it is so you can look out. That's pretty neat. Look, there's like a little cave area over there. So this is the circle. This is the base of it. Man, it is massive. We're talking about a 62 block radius, and it is just a massive circle. It is definitely going to take a lot more glass than that did, and that. As a matter of fact, it's going to take more glass than these three combined. So I've got a lot of smelting to do. You can see my two blue project shulkers down there, as well as an extra one. They are all filled with glass right now, and I've already gone through, I think it was 3 stacks almost. It looks like I've got 10 glass blocks still left down there in my inventory, but I went through almost 3 blocks of glass or 3 stacks of glass, not 3 blocks, 3 stacks of glass just to do this circle. So it is going to be a massive undertaking to put a dome here. Now, once we get this dome built, let's go down here. Dig down. See how many ghost blocks I can leave in my path. this will all get rearranged, and then I'll figure out, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave this here since it's going to be almost center point into the base area. I'll figure out a neat way to design it up in the dome area, and we'll go from there. But once this dome is in, then we'll start working. As you can see right there where the glass meets up with the sand, that's where the concrete or stone brick or whatever I use will meet up, and it'll, like I mentioned before, it'll do an arch down into the corner and then come back up again once again on this other side, and then it'll be solid. It'll go from skinny to thick all the way up to the top here, and then once again right at the sea level it'll go from blue stained glass, and it'll just wrap around the dome to a center point in the middle of the dome. At least as far as it can go. I want it to look pretty cool looking. So that's the plan. I'm working on it. I'm not going to bore y'all with building this dome. So I'm going to get some more of it done, and I will give y'all a progress update shortly. Be right back. Well, I have to say, once again, this is not a small task. This is probably the better part of, I don't know, 2 hours? Maybe an hour and a half. As you can see, I haven't made it very far, and I've used quite a bit of glass. King Reptar stopped by and was like, whoa, this is big. It's definitely a big project going on here, and it is going to be a massive dome. So this is where we're at right now. I've got, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 layers. 7 layers of glass down, and there's a total of 32. So 32 layers for this dome. So it is going to be pretty big. As you can tell, I haven't made it very far. But I wanted to give you a quick progress update. I'm going to get some more of this knocked out. Who knows? Maybe when I come back, it'll be done. We will find out. I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, everybody. It has been about 2 days for me. Only a few seconds for you. But I've got a surprise. Look at this. This is one massive dome. Huge dome. And this is what I did. Instead of completing the dome all the way to the top, actually I only have about 2 more layers. I think it's either 2 more layers or 1 more layer. I did a circular pattern with the sea lanterns and finished off that. And the reason why is because I want to leave this open for any players who want to come through here. If they feel like flying 11,000 blocks out to my base, they can just fly right here in through the center and get into the center portion of my base. Or if they just want to shoot out from my base and go search around the area, they can do that as well. Just come into the center area here and take off. So that's my reasoning behind leaving this opening up. So it won't be a waste of time for this, because I plan on having a layered floor in here, probably some kind of garden I'm thinking up here in this upper portion, but we'll see what happens with all that. Let's go down and look from afar, and we're gonna jump. Whoa, in the water we go. Look at that. That is one big dome, and it is so cool looking. I really like that up there. It doesn't look like it's really supported by anything, but I'm okay with that. We're gonna pretend that that's part of the dome, because once we get those blue glass claws that will come up the sides here, I think it's gonna look really good. It'll kind of take away from the shape of the dome, but I'm okay with that right now too, because looking at the sides here, if you look at them, it looks extremely busy. I mean, extremely busy. So that'll retract from the busyness of the dome, the claws going up on the sides. So I think it looks really good, though. I think it turned out great. We are going to get started on this archways next. I'm going to go down here and cause some more health issues. As you can see, I was talking before, the corners are not covered up, and that's where we're gonna, like I mentioned, take the stone down and an arch into a center point. Now, the problem I'm going to have with this idea, and I didn't think about this, is over here, because this opens up into the central area right here. What am I going to do for this corner, and what am I going to do for that corner? And rightfully so, what am I going to do when I get down to this corner? Because right in this corner is the tunnel going into the smelter and the iron farm. So those are things I'm going to have to come up with as I begin to build these arches. I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to come down, and we're going to go from there, and we're going to see how this works out. Who knows? Maybe the arch will be come down here, and it'll just kind of stop right up here on the top of the glassway. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We're going to find out and go from there. So I'm going to get some more resources gathered, and one thing that does have to happen. This nether portal is going to have to be removed and recentered. It should be able to fit perfectly right there in that 4-block section up at the top there. And we're going to figure out what we're going to do for that and make it look pretty. So that's the plans right now. I'm going to go ahead and get some resources together, and we're going to start laying some of this out. But I hope you really like the way the stone looks. Like I said, it took about 3 days in all. My family, unfortunately, has got the stomach bug, and we haven't been feeling very well. So my daughter started last night, and then today I haven't been feeling that great. But I'm going to try to do a little more work on this before I got a call today. And we'll get back to it on another day. Hopefully I can get this episode out pretty quick, because I don't know how many of y'all are sitting there anticipating my next episode. So I'll be right back. Hang tight. Don't run away. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So it's been a couple of days. It's only been a few seconds for y'all once again. It's been a couple of days for me. Unfortunately, we have been sick, so my family's starting to get over the nastiness, the bug we got. We're still feeling a little down. The kiddos are definitely feeling down still, but we're working through it. We're getting there. I do apologize it's taking so long to get this episode out, but I appreciate y'all hanging in there. We're going to try to get this episode out this weekend, and then we're going to go on and start our next episode, so hopefully we can get it out a lot quicker than this last one. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This is what I've done so far for the pillar. I like it, but I don't like it. I don't like all this stone brick up here at the top. I don't know if that looks good or not. There's not a whole lot of detail into it, and then all of a sudden it goes into detail. I was going to do arches all the way down, but then I thought, well, that's not going to make much for a pillar. So I kind of stopped it right there and started pillaring down. And I've kind of stopped the design right here. It's going to go all the way down, but basically you threw some sea lanterns in there, some stained glass, some packed ice. It looks okay. It's definitely not one of my best, I don't think. But here's what I've got, and this is why I'm showing this to y'all. I have 3 other corners that still need to be done. And this is what I want to do. I thought about this earlier today, and I was sitting there thinking, well, why can't I do this? If you want to, I need 3 of my subscribers or viewers that are on this server to come over to my base, and I want to see your own design in this corner, and that corner, and that corner. Just each, 3 different designs. And basically, I want to pick the winner of the best design, and that is what's going to go in all 4 corners. Now, keep in mind, it has to close off the dome, and it has to be a pillar type set up, because there's going to be floors, several layers of floors going through this thing. So, and these pillars are going to carry all the way through the main section of the base. So that's what you need to keep in mind when building this. Other than that, the winner of it will basically be immortalized in the garden I'm going to be building up here around the nether portal. It'll be an armor stand with some armor and a nice sign saying thank you for the great design or something like that. And then obviously I'll come up with some other kind of award for the winner. It'll be worthwhile. I'm not going to make it be cheesy, and that's all that's going to happen is an armor stand, but it'll be worthwhile. So if you're watching this, for those that are on this server, drop on by, do your design. I need at least 3, and that's what I want to see. I'm gonna give it. I don't want to say a week. Let's give it. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Let's give it a week. I'll give it a week, and hopefully we'll see some designs in here within the week that I can choose from. So that is my challenge to my viewers, subscribers. I need at least 3 of y'all to come by here, do your own little design in these corners. As far as these corners are concerned, earlier in the video I was talking about them closing this off and then possibly coming here to stopping. That is incorrect. I actually want them to go all the way down to the ground. In this case, the gravel is right below this, so if you just carry it to that point, I can finish it off if it ends up being the winning pillar. And that's the way that's going to work, because I've got an idea for that corner, like I said, and it's going to incorporate all this. So keeping those thoughts in mind with closing off the dome and a column type setup, please help me out with this. I would like to incorporate some of my viewers' ideas into my base, and I would like to physically see them in here, because I think it would look neat. So, and it's something different other than me just going, let's build this here. Oh, that looks good. Let's build this here too. Oh, that looks good. This will actually bring in some of my viewers' ideas into my own base. So please come on by and take care of that. If you don't know my coordinates, I'm in the East Tunnel, 1441 East Tunnel. Come all the way down, come on in. You're more than welcome. I'm not a shy person. Even if I'm on, drop in, say hi. Or if you just want to stop by and say hi, you don't want to do a design, but you want to stop by and say hi, you're more than welcome to. So that's that challenge. I've got a few other things I want to get done on this. Hopefully I haven't rambled on and wasted what remaining video I have left of this episode. But there's a couple things I still want to do. So I'm going to get that stuff together, and then I will be right back. So hang tight. Alright everyone, I'm back. And I apologize right now. My voice is a little scratchy. I'm not feeling too good right this second. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm a little tired, and I'm ready for some bed. I definitely need some rest. Still trying to get over the crud that I got. So I thought I had a little more recording time than what I did, but I managed to get a few things done off the camera, including this project that I just got done working on. It's not done. We're still in the process of finishing it, so we'll be doing that on our next episode. We'll be wrapping it up. But this is what I've done. I've designed a little platform here for the nether portal. I've managed to move the nether portal into the center area, so it's a little more centered with the dome. And that being said, because I've done that, my portal on the nether side was off. So the coordinates I gave earlier, you'll still take east 1441, but there is a little dig out where it's 1435, where my actual tunnel is. If I haven't dug out my tunnel and you happen to want to come by here to work on the challenge for the columns, it's go down 1441 to 1441 in the east tunnel, and go down my tunnel, and then off to the left you'll see a cutout where the new portal's at, and I'll be digging a new tunnel for that and filling in the old tunnel. So that's where it's at. As you can see, I put a little decorations up here, some bushes, some trees, buried some lighting down in the ground with some leaves here. We'll be doing a little more decorations up here later on. Like I said, this is not done, and obviously whoever the winner is for the column is going to have an armor stand somewhere up here. I haven't decided where yet. Maybe right here, center. It's not quite center. Yeah, that's center. No, it's not. Well, there's 2 blocks to make center. Anyways, just as you come out the portal, you'll see the stand. Maybe I can put it right there. So going down here, this is not finished yet, obviously. Let's dig down. Okay, I go into a little room right here. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate this, if I'm going to make a water elevator or if I'm going to do a slime block launcher. I'm not sure. I've got one on either side of the nether portal, as you can see right there. And then this will be completely enclosed. This will be a little room for chests to store things like boats and little things like that. It'll have an ender chest in here. And then I've got a little blue stained spiral glass staircase going right the way down. And this will probably be adjusted because the Guardian Farm will be covered up. It'll still be there. You just won't be able to see it. The only reason why is because that redstone, I like redstone, but not that much, not as a decoration piece. So it'll get covered up, and we'll probably do some adjustments to the staircase, maybe go off the sides or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to make my first floor right there at the top of the Guardian Farm and then go down from there. So, but this is what it looks like from underneath. Got a little cobble, stone, some andesite in there. It's going to have, and some dirt. It's going to be dirt around the sides and a little more cobblestone and stuff to finish this off. And the dirt will make it come down to an actual cone shape right there around the glass. So it looks kind of like a floating island. Kind of different than the rest of the whole base. But I thought it needed to be unique compared to the rest of the base because it's the Nether portal, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very, very long 3 weeks. It has been 3 weeks. I know I said 2 weeks at the beginning, but now it's 3. I need to get this episode out in order for y'all to be able to watch it. Like I said, I do apologize. Hang in there. I'm hoping for my next episode I won't feel like this, and it'll definitely be more exciting. I know we didn't get a whole lot accomplished. But once again, if you want to help me out with my little challenge here, come in and build a column, your own design in these 3 corners, and the winner, once again, will get an award and a little memorial thing up there for the winner to basically show off who won the design challenge. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I am out of recording time. I do appreciate y'all sticking around. And as always, if you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you loved this video, please subscribe. This is Nieblue, and I want to wish everybody either a good night or a good morning.